Are you excited, Ludi?
I'm very cold for the next challenge. It's snowing in my rooms, Levik. Look at this.
Just a reminder, each player is choosing 5 challenges. They don't know the challenges before. They also getting a poll of the nations, out of which they chose 1 each. And now we'll see a match between Montu and Torior. Shall we go straight to our players?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got the hats challenge. We have the hats challenge.
I'm getting out of here.
Wait, I've got a hat too. I can do a hat. Wait. That's a cool hat.
Oh.
Everyone has a hat now.
Hey, this is Head Gang.
How do you feel about this new format?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I can't wait to play on Sol 3. You guys have some great backstory. It's going to be really fun to dive into trying out some of these challenges and seeing what we can actually do and what we can't do. It's all going to depend on what comes up. I've read through the list quite a bit, and some of those seem very easy and some seem very, very much more difficult, yeah.
And Torior, did you train EU4 lately to prepare for this tournament?
I have been playing a lot of EU4 lately because I've been missing it. However, my favorite way to play is to just do Poland all the time, so I'm not that confident.
Let me guess, you are from Poland.
Yes.
Polska górą.
Dokładnie.
Let's get straight to the next part where we'll be going into the nations reveal. So we've got nations around Spice Islands and Indonesia.
So guys, 1 yen or bamboo? Who's who?
Bamboo.
Torior, you choose. Torior was first.
Torior said bamboo, right? It's 1 yen.
Alright, so Montu is starting the bans.
I think I'm going to ban Bali.
Bali it is.
Pretty much never play in this region, so I'm not sure what I should ban. Oh no, let's do Jambi.
Jambi it is.
Pahang.
Pahang it is.
How about, I don't know, Bone, because it's called Bone.
Bon it is. Perfect. Montu, what nation would like to play?
I think I'd like to take Ternate because I actually know where that one is.
Awesome.
I guess I'll take the one with the coolest name, number 10.
Mugainando. Here are the quests. Torior, what's your first choice?
7, because it's cool.
Oh.
Move your capital to Ryukyu. Thanks. Montu?
Oh, goodness. Have 5 merchants.
So that's challenge number 10.
Number 4, 3 allies.
Montu, what was your
Take
second
number 1, convert religion.
How about the national disaster?
I'll
Montu?
take number 8, culture conversion. Go full imperialism in this region of the world.
You know it very well from Stellaris, I assume.
Yeah.
Torior?
I'll go for broke. Give me number 9. If I can pull that off, I'll consider it a win.
I guess I'll take the highest trade power then.
I'll take number 3 then.
Oh, it's a hard
Thank you.
choice, but I think I'll take 6.
Now we have the challenge from Steelseries revealed. Maybe it will be easier than conquering whole of Japan. Be the leading producer in both spices and incense. So that is pretty doable. And as a reminder, both of you can get it, and it's 2 points. Alright guys.
I'm wondering why he chose the objectives he chose though, considering he's so far from India. Like, just getting to India in the first place is going to be a challenge.
He had to choose it. That was the last challenge, right? It's not like, oh, I want to conquer India. It was like the leftover.
So I guess he could just leave aside that objective, and he could do the other 4 objectives without having to conquer India. Because convert religion is extremely easy, let's face it. Have highest trade power and 5 trade nodes means you would have to go for Malacca, Molucca, and what else? Australia,
Siam
right?
doesn't see Australia though. So
You would go
easier.
exploration first, right? Because it's easier to just become the highest node in Australia by bullying the natives and so on.
Culture and convert is harder than it seems because you can only convert culture of province that has your religion. First, you have to switch religion and then start culture and converting.
And he has to wait for separatism as well to lower, so
which is
that's
30
going to
years.
take a while.
I suddenly feel like that challenge might be very hard, especially on Speed 4, right? Because it's not that easy to play that much of time.
Challenging to say the least. We have Maguindanao with no estates, and with declaration of war from the get-go against Butuan. I'm guessing he's just trying to grow a little bit, get a Philippines, can go into the north, and then he still has to know CB Ryukyu, reach the Japanese island. You also have to remember that Ryukyu is a tributary of Ming, so you would have to fight the biggest, baddest nation in your neighborhood just to no CB Ryukyu.
Yeah, or somehow get to become their tributary.
Maybe it's doable if he gets closer a little bit more, improves relations.
These challenges are much harder than the first match. Disaster is not an easy one, right? You have to cause the disaster, so it takes time for it to happen. Then you have to.
He could do with the estates,
but the estate slots forever. It slots for like 20 or 30 years, so that's the worst one to do. So you don't have enough time.
So doesn't have any other disasters though right now, because he's basically a very vanilla nation with not much of a flavor in this particular area for the time being.
Not even a peasants' war? Is it an European?
No.
thing?
Oh, okay. So check this out. That's smart. So he's gonna likely take the provinces from Tondo, right? Tondo's allied to Butuan, and he can use the provinces from Tondo to maybe become a tributary of Ming.
They do not want your provinces.
Yeah. which let's see what happens after he annexes. Right now, Tondo is a tributary. They start as a tributary of Ming, so it's a good way he bypassed because he didn't have to fight Ming by attacking Tondo.
The biggest step will be to somehow get into Ryukyu. Once you get into
Yes,
Ryukyu,
yeah.
and you do it early, you have to do it early, you might have time
Exactly,
to conquer whole of Japan. Conquering whole of Japan in 1 hour is hard even starting as a daimyo. I don't know what happened, because he sieged down Tidor, but did not take any provinces. The truce is 7 years, so he did take something, but we don't know what. But at least he's making money. He has 4 ducats, so is it possible that he's taking his trade? Yeah, he's not taking the trade.
That is strange.
I
mean, the logical thing would be to annex them, right? Because
Yeah.
you want to do your mission tree and start expanding and not have to do it. Use that to attack Bone and so on.
Looks like he took money war reparations, and that would be 7 years of truce. Monto, can
Hello?
you hear us?
I can.
We wanted to check with you quickly. What happened in the war with Tidora? Did you just take money war reparations
So-
or something else?
I took war reparations and as much debt as I could from them. I lost the naval engagement and I couldn't get back with my army, so I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. I didn't want them to siege down my capital and lose the war, so I decided to peace out quickly, and we're going to have War 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Pretty much all of your quests require lots of conquest. So, what are your
Yes.
plans for this?
Oh, my plans are conquest. We just didn't quite get it off the right way around the first time. We're going to try again. This time with some allied neighbors around the corner. Hit Bone right in the face.
Got it, got it.
What's your first island that you're going to colonize after you take out Tidor?
After I take turnout, probably going to go over and grab something on the southern tip of Borneo, because I do want to attempt to work my way across stuff over west. but it
How are you
really
planning
does
to get
depend.
there?
I'm trying to make friends at the moment with Luwu, who should be able to grant me later on some fleet base. I mean, they currently will give it anyway. I want to wait till they're my ally.
What kind of a Casus Belli are you going to use when you attack in Borneo?
Either thinking about getting up to higher stability and just take no cast spell, -2 stab hit. I'm hopefully going to be able to grab Bone again. Then once I've got Bone, I might move over to Sopeng, Makassar kind of region, which gives me access to the Java Sea, and then I could build up a spy network in Banja.
That's
Just
very
want more galleys,
ambitious.
though, basically. Well, yeah, I just
All
want
right.
more galleys, though. It's a hopeful plan, but we're full of hope over here in the tiny nation of Ternate.
Good luck, thanks.
Right now, he's basically trying to unify the Philippines. I'm guessing he's trying to build up his economy so he has something to work with, because, you know, you don't really have much when you have 3.3 total income. I'm assuming after he unifies the Philippines, he might be pushing for that Ryukyu War. He might either get the tributary, or he might just wait until the Ming is collapsing or not joining for some reason. Or he might just know CB somewhere in Japan and...
No CB in Japan, as that small nation is probably close to impossible, right? Because you end up fighting with almost everyone. Let's call Torior.
Hey.
Torior, hello there.
Hey, I kinda messed up, and now I'm in a bit of a pickle. I'm considering a restart.
Yeah, I mean, it's 20 minutes in, so it might be hard to restart. And what's the plan for the next couple of years?
The plan was to consolidate my power base over here and get some more development and a better economy. Now I'm building some galleys, but so I wanna get on the islands. And once I have the islands, the plan was to maybe become a tributary of Ming and get Ryukyu, and then try and move to Japan from there. But I am encountering some trouble.
And are you already going into the alliances mission? Did you allies multiple nations?
Not yet. I wanted to get the territory here first.
Got it, got it. Last question, how do you plan to control over Japan?
I didn't really expect this one to work, but the plan was to become a daimyo and then get the shogunate, maybe.
That could work. I'm not gonna give you tips, but that could work, or something close to this. Okay, best of luck, Torior.
So here's one thing I don't understand. I'm guessing it's simply because Torior is not familiar with the mission tree for this area. You can actually get all of these uncolonized provinces for free. You just need to have 2 regiments in each of the provinces. That's it. For example, this one here, you have 2 regiments in these 3 provinces each, so 6 regiments, and you get ores, and the province is ceded instantly.
Nice.
It doubles your economy, essentially. He has the requirements. He just has to have 2 regiments in each of the provinces. That's it.
And it seems that you have to
And wipe out the
kill-
natives.
Yeah. So just some investment of mill points for
That's
free
it.
development. Yeah.
You can do the same for the whole of the Philippines. It's so easy to blob out, and it maxes out your economy. There you go. So he's got the conquest of Visayas, which means he can do colonization of the center afterwards. Provinces of Samar and Leyte, same style. So after he does these few conquest wars, he's got one more, I guess, to go. Then he can wipe out the native provinces. Then he can get up to 100 development. Then he can build up his power base and no CP the Ryukyuans.
Yeah.
He's still got this. I think he's still on the right track. He can get at least 2 2 of the objective.
Which challenges do you think he's gonna take?
I think the 7 ships in 1 naval battle he definitely can, and 3 allies with 100 trust. But I don't know if he's gunning for that because he's got only 2 allies and he's not currying favors.
That's
so you want to be currying favors from the beginning because it's going to be expensive. Now, one thing that will make a difference: you passively get more favors the bigger you are, the more powerful you are compared to your ally, right? So him getting all of the Philippines is going to give him favors faster, which he can turn into trust via the interaction. But he still should be currying favors continuously. He's got 15 favors, so monthly he's getting 0.24. That's the default right now because of the relative strength. Without currying favors, it's going to take a very long time. So it's 10 favors for 5 trust. 50 trust, you need 100 favors, right?
I think he can do UQ, unless Ming really starts to hate him. That's gonna be hard. And capture ships, that's probably be also doable. But
Ming is in debt. Look at that. Ming already has 1,680 ducats in debt.
Nice. I mean, yeah, that's RNG also, right? How Ming does. Because if Ming just floats, then it's easy. And the ships could be done in the war in Japan, right? Because there's just so many ships there. But he has to be well prepared to not let his fleet die.
He needs a pretty sizable fleet for that. I'd say at least 30 galleys.
And I also think that what's happening in Japan and on your screen is a good thing for Torior because it's multiple nations uniting. So Yosugi is big. I see Hosokawa is expanding a lot. So the less nations in Japan, the better. Because they're potentially also disloyal to the shogun, so they're not gonna move their ass in the war. Is anyone disloyal at this point? Probably not yet.
I think Uesugi is 81%. Uesugi, I'm guessing Hosokawa as well. Yes, 89 Hosokawa. So Yamana maybe 50% Yamana.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 of them at least disloyal already. So that's good. It's actually really good for him.
So I would say 3 challenges is doable with good RNG. So the Japan one, UK one, and the naval one. It's 30 minutes in already, and he's not there yet. It's really worrisome that it's 30 minutes in and Montu still did not expand by a single province. He just declared his second war on Tidore with his army, just waiting next buy. So I think it's way too slow because if you go back to his quest board, you'll see we just talked about this. It's all about expansion. So with that slow, I'm really worried. He took Tech 4, so he's going for the Tech 5 and ITS, but it's not there yet.
I mean, he could get the 5 merchants if he pushes for trade ideas, I guess.
Yeah, that would work.
He could get the 5 merchants. He could get 1 point from that. Convert from starting religion he can get also. He just needs to get 1 province from Indo or Sunni, which is so many of them close by.
Highest trade power, I really doubt, and Indian subcontinent we can see already it's undoable with this time frame that he has left. So Spice's production leader has 11%, that's VJ.
Wow.
No, that's not gonna be easy. But I mean, there's so much spice in this region, but you have to start conquering to get there. Probably just taking Borneo could be enough.
I think Sulawesi even, if he only takes Sulawesi, that's enough. Because almost everything in Sulawesi is spice.
And there's a trade company which is increasing trade goods produced here. I mean, or the trade league, more like trade league that is increasing that. So that would also help him to get the production. Incense, I think it might be even harder.
I don't think he's got that much incense close by to him.
In Indonesia, there's pretty much no incense. I mean, if he crashes Daviet,
if he gets lucky, he could also get incense in the colonies that he's gonna get from his mission tree, though, to be fair.
What would work here is, again, becoming same as Story or tributary state of Ming, or Ming just to Ming plot, and then win a war with Daviet, because Daviet itself, it has no allies, and it has 15,000 troops, so it would be doable, but again, I honestly doubt that it's gonna be done. He just got a comet, and he's trying to invade Bone, so that would be some provinces with spies over there.
Taro your side for a second here. I think he's trying to assess a war on Ryukyu.
It's happening!
Oh, is it happening now?
Happening.
It is. There we go. There we go.
So what he's probably counting on is to get a sneaky inside Ryukyu and get a 100% war score after
the passive war score, exactly, after 5 years if you hold the cap.
What a perfect timing! I think it was Ming that has a flagship. He's trying to give away something.
He's trying to become a tributary, I guess. They're not going to accept war reparations only because they have the minus 1,000 debuff from not just gold.
Yeah. It looks like the suggest button didn't work, so he couldn't just suggest a peace deal. I think that's a good play. I think you had to be a bit lucky to have enough time to land, but he had enough time to land.
He just needs to pray that he doesn't get Ming landing on his trip. How many transports does Ming have, though? If Ming doesn't have enough transport, they got 1 and they have 20 transports.
They're doing something.
They're protecting against pirates? No, I think they're
they're going for this 15k, That's bad.
Oh.
That's bad. But he has 42%.
Oh, 42%!
Oh,
maybe he's gonna get it.
No, he didn't.
But I think
he still
Ming
has
is
time.
actually landing their troops in his capital, which is occupied.
Yeah. Well, I think, well, yeah, it's not good. The worst part is that Ming is occupying these lands for Yuki, not for itself. Because if Ming was occupying
Yeah,
these lands
I know.
for themselves, Torio could still get 100% on Ryukyu.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're passing over control to Ryukyu. He could try and build some units because he's got control of the northern provinces and
Yeah.
try and go back, capture that. At least get some mercenaries, maybe.
Well, the best way out would be to just piece out Ming separately for something. But the question is if
Unconditionally
Ming...
surrender to Ming. It's unconditionally surrender to them. If he does, Ming is going to make him release nations, but he's still going to be
Yeah.
in the war with Ryukyu. So that's what matters. He should just unconditionally surrender to Ming now, I think. He just went bankrupt. He's got a civil war going, so
Oh,
that's a good thing.
That's good.
That's good.
That's a point.
He could get one of the objectives,
Yeah.
one of the points, yeah.
The civil war is gonna be terrible. Why bankrupt to go through?
I would prefer the peasant war personally.
If you're watching on YouTube, you can become a member. There are a lot of perks that are coming with that, emojis that you're having, access to hidden Discord channels where we discuss a lot of feedback from you. We take this feedback to improve the challenges, improve the formats in the future, and trust me, there's a lot of discussions going on there usually, and we do listen about that feedback. You can even become one of the players, so that is a really good perk because we've got a couple of players joining like that already, right? It was Seru and Cox in the last season of Masters Universalis. There was Venomite 2 seasons ago, so there's a huge chance that he can come and play the next season. You see, he conquered Tidor, he did conquer the 2 provinces from Bone, and he already
Hey,
went
we
after
got
Makassar.
progress.
Yeah, so
Beautiful.
he's expanding fast, and he got into war with Banjar as well.
Okay, so he knows CB to get there. He didn't use the, I'm guessing, because he lost
No,
stability.
he attacked Makassar. He lost stability to a comet, so that was definitely, yeah, that's a conquest.
Oh,
see.
okay.
Yeah, so that was
Okay, that's-
nicely
okay.
planned. So I think with these provinces and some conquests in Borneo, he has a chance for the spices. Let's see what's his percentage of production right now. So we've got spices. He right now has 2.6%. We are slowly getting there. I mean, he takes another 2 provinces here, another 2 here. That might make it 5% already, and a bit of more of conquest in Borneo. But he still needs incense if he wants to get the special quest, which is from the Steelseries. You see, guys, in the bottom of the screen. This challenge is extra. Each player can do that. And it's extra 2 points. It's like 2 changes worth.
A little bit of a battle here. We have 16 war exhaustion. We have a looming disaster. We have separatists about to break away the country into small pieces. And all about who's going to crack first. Is it going to be Maguindanao or is it going to be Ryuk?
Yeah, it looks like a ruined campaign. He had to take a risk, right? Because it was potentially
How-
two challenges if it worked.
He managed to piece out Ming though. By giving Ming what they wanted, he's just against Ryukyu. So it's just really a matter of luck. How would you save this?
Just restart. It's not worth saving. You lose more
Yeah.
time to get this country back
I
to
agree.
normal versus just restarting. But in his case, he has to play. So right now, at least rebels are helping to receive provinces from Ryukyu. So that's something. But yeah, it's tough. We just discussed that with our lovely GM Ghibli Jam, based on our feedback right now, that the extra challenge requires spices or incense, not both. So it's a bit easier.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's easier.
So it's potentially 2 points here, right? So Ryukyu and
Yeah,
disaster.
he would need to get a few more spice provinces. Right now, the difference is 11.3, 0.6. He could try and go for the Brunei provinces. One war with Brunei gives him 4 provinces for spices.
Yeah, I think he has bigger problems now.
I think just getting the 2 points is a big deal for him, though. Just
Yeah.
getting the capital
Yeah.
over in Ryukyu is more than enough.
Yeah.
It's more feasible, more realistic,
Yeah, I
and getting rid of the disaster.
Storio just got this first challenge done, which is the going out of disaster, and second one on the way because he's scoring in the Ryukyu right now.
How many minutes? 12 minutes. Yeah, he can get that.
How do we stand with his technology? He's not having Tech 5, so I don't think he has enough time to filtrate ideas.
He can get 1 point at least, though.
Best bet is to go for the production
Convert.
leader of Spice and
Really?
and convert the religion as well. That's 3 points, right?
I think convert is doable for him. After he conquers Makassar's provinces, he's got more Hindu than he... Oh, wait, no, those are animists, actually. Never mind.
Yeah, but
Sulawesi's animist.
he
He
would
can get
need to go
Hindu
after
from the
Kutai
war
as
next,
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really doable. And if anything, worse comes to worse, he can just abandon his old provinces and switch over to just the new ones that he conquered.
Nothing changed because he still did not piece out this war. That's gonna be still like 2.5% that he did. There's 6 production in this province, there's 3 production in this province. So actually I think it's gonna be like 6-7% after this war. And it depends if he takes these two, it's also 8 and 6. That's huge. But look, he was considering only taking Banjar from them. Why I think he should focus on the northern provinces, the Passer and Barito, which are spices.
That's 12 production development in those 4 provinces, because at the end of the day, it's just the production one that matters. So
yeah,
that's massive. 12 production development for spices. I think it might actually give him the edge. Hopefully, he goes for the spice provinces, a full annexation for Banjar as well.
Looks like he's not planning to do that.
Ooh. He's peacing out.
Well, if he's about to peace out this war, let's see what personal spices he's gonna have. Hello there! Did you see the change to the Steelseries quest?
No, I didn't.
So there's a change to the special quest. Right now it's required because Ghibli decided to make it a bit easier for you in Torior. So now instead of both incense and spices, you only need to have spices.
Yeah, alright, no, fair enough. Alright, I'm currently just trying to force the Hindus to revolt. There's not very much time left. We can try and get the religious thing to fire.
Yeah, okay. Good luck, you have 9 more minutes left. His 5% of production. Why not taking this province with 3 production, this province with 2 production, and this province with 2 production? Yeah. With these 3 provinces, he could probably have already 8%, and then one more. So that's too bad that he it's muted everything, right? If he wasn't muted, he would know that about the change. But
that would have been a massive difference right there. That would have gotten him the point, I think, actually, because he could have just dev'd up those provinces, because he's got the Diplo points, so he could have gotten the point 100. He got that point, and he would have gotten the conversion. He would have been ahead.
Yeah. He plans to do the conversion for rebels, and I would say already it's not doable in 8 minutes.
No.
Especially that he's in 4 different islands.
I would pour up Banjar, release the rest, give it back, or just.
So we got the second point for Torior. And we've got a point for Montu as well. Look. So he got the event conversion of Tornado. Was it a decision? So he lost 4 stability. Now, this is
he needs 100% unity though. That's the problem.
So technically, if he goes to merchant guilds and he takes a privilege that gives 2 tolerance of heretics and heavens, he has higher religious unity, but then if he went sooner, it would be much easier. Do you think Torior is gonna do any other challenge?
I mean, if he had more time, he could have, no loans, he could have attacked Ashikaga. I think he's gonna call it, if I'm not mistaken, judging by the pause. He's got all the points he's gonna be able to get.
He did chorus, so moving the capital here, first stating moving the capital here, and then getting rid of all of the provinces would work. He would need to find a nation that wants his capital though, right? I mean, no, he just can release Tidor and give
it to them, as a vassal.
Yeah, that would work to at least get 1 point in this last minute and 15 seconds. He is doing it last second. Come on. At least 1 point you can do it. Let's go to the quest board as well.
Cancel that!
He needs to get rid of 1 more province.
He's trying to convert it. Cancel and give it to Tidor. Oh no.
He did move his capital, so it's just a matter of giving it. Come on, 15 seconds. Come on.
Watch.
No. 3.
Yeah, that's it, boys.
1. Look, he was about to do this. That's it. That was so close. These changes were much harder than in the first match, and even
a lot harder. Yeah.
Plus the nations were harder as well, right? Let's ask our players what they think about what just happened. Hey guys, Torior.
Hey.
What's happened with Ming?
I kind of messed up. I didn't think they would actually travel to my territory, but I managed to push out 2 objectives, which is something, and Ming actually helped me get the national disaster I needed for one of the objectives. Montu, how many did you get? I only got 2.
I got 0.
He was that close to
Yeah, I was about, what,
seconds
20 months away from... Yeah, maybe.
And actually, Montu, you would be very close to the spices change as well if you just took everything in this last war.
How would I? At that point, I was just focusing on the religious unity. I was just looking for my 1 point.
Yeah.
I mean, I fouled up that first war, and it set me back by about 25 minutes, unfortunately. If I just won that first war and taken Tidor straight away, it would have been a different game, I think. But unfortunately, it didn't happen.
I would have just restarted in that case. So for future runs, if it happens like that, instead of just waiting for 15 years.
The only rule is that you lose all of the points that you have, but you didn't have any, so that would work. Hey guys, GG for...
That was very difficult. Maybe next time I'll do better. Didn't really have a good plan. It was mostly improvisation. I thought I would make myself a tributary so I could attack Ryukyu without a problem, but Ming didn't want to accept me. I haven't played in that part of the world for a long time, so yeah, probably should have expected that. And the plan forward was to maybe get a foothold in Japan, become a daimyo, and then take over the shogunate, but that was apparently way too ambitious. I'm happy with my 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points is good.
I'm actually happy with my 0, to be honest. I think that was all things considered, I probably should have restarted, you said. I was close
You
enough.
did good, though.
I'm still happy with it.
You both
did
got
good.
the first experience because Corbett and Cleo already did it last season. That's why it was easier for them. Thanks, Monto. Thanks, Troyer.
Make sure to subscribe for even more Speed 5 content.